Check, check. Welcome back everybody to the Johnny Guitar channel. Today, we are playing Skyrim Brutal Survival. Check, check. Whoa. And today we tell the story of Jane. She has been away from Skyrim for a very long time. She was once part of the Imperial Legion. She once got lost in Black Marsh. And there she met her best friend Dirkethis. But for many years she has been abroad, exploring all of Tamriel. And it is time that she has finally come home. During a cold, bitter day here in Skyrim. Now she's heard news, rumors of a civil war, but she's been too far abroad. She doesn't really know what is happening here regarding the civil war, but she is very interested because she's heard rumors that her younger brother, Rhetoric, has joined the Stormcloaks. So let us begin. Brutal survival. Okay, now before we dive into it, I forgot, I need to turn up the difficulty rating here. So, oh, no, never mind, I've got it. It's at Expert. Oh, that's going to be tough. Survival mode, Expert. You only live once. Let's see what Jane has. She's had many adventures, but she's also had a lot of hard times and a lot of mishaps. So currently she only has 112 gold. She's got her two favorite swords that she got when she was an Imperial Legionnaire. They both have absorbing health enchantments on them, and they inflict bleeding wounds. She's got some good outfits. Let's throw on the gray fur cloak for a bit more warmth rating. And let's throw on the helmet once again, a little bit more warmth. Yeah, not much. Not much. She does have a key, however, to her old childhood home. Her parents have long since passed away, but the last remaining years that Jane has been gone, her younger brother has been steward of the home, young Rhetoric. So, her first goal here in Skyrim is to head to her childhood home and see if she can't find her brother. Alright.
Yes? You picked a bad time to get lost, friend. I feel
Someone. Where are you?
Can't wait to kill. We are routed. Fall back.
Alright, Dirkesis, this has not been a warm welcome into Skyrim. I don't know what's going on, but these roads should definitely be protected by soldiers. Bandits this close to the road. I suspected this. I think Skyrim is on lockdown. Oh, obviously we'll take the mammoth steak, grilled leeks. Grab some food while we're here, Dirkesis. Who is this jackass? Alright, well they have a fire going, as well as a bed. Not more lock picking. Dirkesis, do you know how to lock pick? Because there we go. Treasure map. All right. Kind of interesting how we're able to just kind of walk right up on them. I mean, I know that I did the muffle spell, but that was too easy. It's good value. Okay, we need to save all the gold we can. That's why I think... Yeah, let's hang out by the fire for just a moment. Gross. Where did his head go? Is that his head? No. Let me just warm up just for a moment, Dirkesis. I must say, Dirkesis, your armor is impressive. What is that, dragon scale? That looks awesome. Your mighty bow of shadows? Yeah, very respectable, my friend. Very respectable. I would say we both look pretty badass. Let's keep moving. I'm a little embarrassed to mention Dirkesis, but I almost died. That guy shot me at short range with that dwarven bow, and that was almost it. Much too early in our journey. That would have been disappointing. We've dodged death many times, friend. Can't let Skyrim kill us. I wonder who's running Windhelm nowadays. I imagine there's been a change in management recently. Like I said, Dirkesis, I think we're gonna save our money. No sense spending everything we got. So we're not gonna take a carriage, nor are we gonna pop into the city and sleep at an inn. I feel like back in the day there was an old fisherman. Had a place by the river. I remember it. We should be able to find a bit of warmth and lodging there. The closer we get to Whiterun, the warmer it will become. So I'm not too worried. Okay. Sometimes I think the only thing that keeps me alive is the fact that these blades of mine absorb health. Keep them close. Let's do this.
Unbeatable.
Patricia, welcome to the Johnny Guitar channel. Thanks for stopping by. Created yet another character, Brutal Jane. Yeah, I know. I keep naming them all Jane. I don't know what you want me to do. Anyways, tanky, dual-wielding character. Tanky, dual-wielding. We're doing it. She remembers she's been away from Skyrim for a long time, say 15 years, but she remembers in her younger days there was an old man who lived by the river here, and he would always let people stop by. So we're going to visit in, but ultimately we are going to visit her childhood home of Tundra Homestead and hopefully check in on her younger brother.
Unbeatable.
Wait, Derkeithus, did you shoot me in the head? Did you just shoot me right in the head? Oh my god, please. Friend. Aim better. Oh well. Looks like the old man got chased out by a bear. Yeah, I'm glad you, Farmville 2 was acting up. Take a nice fishing map. Looks like the old man left a little coin purse and no one will mind if that goes missing. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Okay. Lone Wanderer. Welcome to the channel. This is actually my favorite early game weapon set. And when building this character, let's see what we got going on. Steel Soldier. I've got so much fire and magic resistance at the moment that it's just awesome. Okay, Derkeithus. This This is such a nice little cabin, too. I wish we could stay here. We've got a leek garden. We've got a fishing spot. The only thing it's missing is obviously we would need to have a mod that puts in the ability to cook over this campfire, because we have a bed. It's about all you need, right? Food, bed, cooking pot. Okay, dear Keithus, we are going to continue our way towards Tundra Homestead.
I feel unbeatable. Lead on. Need me to carry something?
Okay, let's take a look at Dear Keithus, because this is a You Only Live Once run. I wanted to make sure I had a really interesting follower, someone who I can weave into the backstory of Brutal Jane. And of course, I've given him a lot of great stuff. For instance, Dragon Scale, health increasing bow. Most of this is just making him just deadly with a bow. Okay. How's your bow doing? 27 damage. I don't really understand how it works with followers in Skyrim. Like, it says 27 damage, but I suspect that that is the amount of damage I would do if I was holding that bow. It's not factoring in Dear Keithus' skills and the magical enchanted gear he's wearing. I could totally be wrong about that, though, but I feel like... Anyways, unfortunately, he does not turn invisible when he pulls this bow out, which is unfortunate. But, yeah, anyways. Brutal Jane and Dear Keithus have been friends for years and years.
To guide us.
He saved her life, she saved his life. I'd like to think that before they came here to Skyrim, when they were in Black Marsh, he would have been the main character, and she would have been the NPC follower. But now that they've entered Skyrim, now she gets to be the main character. Anyways, headcanon. Let's go. Enough of it. Is that a dragon? When the hell did dragons return to Skyrim? Okay. Dragons. Rumors of a civil war. Let's figure out what the hell is going on.
All right, hand over your valuables, or I'll gut you like a fish. Nice try, but you don't scare me. I'm not gonna ask again. And I guess that's your last request, fool.
Okay, another thing. One of the reasons I gave her courage, candlelight, and muffle is these are tricks that she was able to pick up by working closely with one of the battle mages in the Imperial Legion before she even met Dear Keithis. That would have been part one of her amazing story. Her in the Imperial Legion, working with this battle mage, learning, for one, she has her normal Nordic stuff, which is, she can do unrelenting force, which in my mind she could only do because she's a Nord, and she's just so incredibly badass. But she also has battle cry, which is another Nordish thing she could do. But in addition to that, working with legionnaires, she learned courage and muffle as well. There you go.
I feel unbeatable.
Good for you, buddy. Good for you.
Maik wishes you well. Maik knows many things, no? Some like taking friends on adventures. Maik thinks being alone is better. Less arguing about splitting treasure. Don't try blocking if you have two weapons. You will only get confused. Much better to hit twice anyway.
To oblivion. Need me to carry something? Lead, out, follow.
Hold it. This here's a toll road, see? You're gonna have to hand over, say, 200 gold if you want to use our road. Ha! Tough talk for someone who's about to have their guts spilled. Now ain't this a surprise?
I'll spare you.
I'll show you a real fight.
Well, shoot, we accidentally killed a Stormcloak leader. That is not great. I think when I did my battle cry, it affected the Stormcloak soldiers that were obviously nearby, and they aggroed on me and I killed their leader. But now they're fighting the bandits. Where's Dirkethus? Because I do need to keep him alive. Shoot. Okay. Well, that almost killed me, so it wasn't great. Okay. Okay, Dirkethus! Friend. Best friend. Let's, try not to die. Wow, those...
Yield, and I may still show mercy.
Carve you into pieces.
Maybe these Stormcloaks aren't so bad, actually. Okay, you good? Dirkethus, you got this guy? I don't want to have to almost die again, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, there he is. There's the leader. Let's get over there. Let's get over there. Let's get in on the action. Come on, Dirkethus. So I don't really, and by me I mean Jane, she doesn't really know who the Stormcloaks are or what they're doing. She's really been out of the information while she was lost in Black Marsh. So this is her first run-in with one of the factions. Okay, you guys got this? Oh, no, he's...
If I can just stand up.
Dirkethus?
You'll be so much
Dirkethus,
easier
I
to
need you
rope
to,
when you're dead.
I think this guy is just blasting his way through soldiers. Dirkethus. He has a beat on us. Shit. Okay, yeah. Dirkethus, please figure this out. Why do I keep trying that? Okay. Dirkethus, I believe in you. You're my best friend, and I'll always be there for you.
I feel unbeatable.
Damn you! No!
Okay, well... some good loot here, Dirkethus, but I'm pretty sure every single one of the Stormcloaks died, so... not really sure what they stand for. Nobody's left alive to ask. Kind of unfortunate. Okay, we are going to be rich by the time we get home. This will be nice. I haven't seen my brother in like 15 years. So, it'll be nice to actually be able to bring him home something. Let's see. 10. By the way, Dirkethis, you did great. You did a great job. Yeah, we'll leave one. I'm not super stoked that we accidentally almost started a fight between ourselves and the Stormcloaks. Guess I need to be more careful about when I use my battle cry. Fine. I hate lockpicking. Okay. Worth it. Okay, well, Dirkethis, let's have a goal. Let's make a goal. Let's try to make our way back home to Tundra Homestead, my childhood home, which I haven't seen in over 15 years. Let's try to make our way back home without having to kill anybody. I would like to not end any more lives. I mean, that's one of the reasons I left the Legion, to be honest, was that I just didn't want to be wading through bloody corpses constantly. I didn't want that to be my life. Breathtaking Skyrim. Well, here it is, Dirkethis, my childhood home. Oh, looks like it's been kept pretty well. Rhetoric? Is he home? How are those beds owned? Isn't this... Okay. Yeah, even though the fire's burning, he may not have been here for a while. Sometimes there's people from Whiterun which you can hire to come and keep your fire stoked for when you return home. See if he's in the cellar. Ooh, this is my dad's old trophy. Oh, my dad used to keep his trophies and armors down here, but it looks like nothing's here. I wonder if my brother had to sell... Oh, there's some books. I wonder if my brother had to sell some of Dad's old armor. Pay the bills, as it were. Okay, well, he is not here. Make yourself at home, dear Keithus. I'm just gonna look at a couple things. My brother wasn't as much of a reader, but my dad sure was. I wonder if any books around here maybe explain what's going on with the Civil War. I don't know, though. They all kind of seem... The 5 Far Stars. What is that? Oh, it's an Ashlander verse from, like, Morrowind, right? Yeah. Check these books. Nope, not much. Okay, well, let's add... I think I have a couple books on me. Let's go ahead and just slap those in there. You can never have too many books. Okay. Huh? Yep. Darkeethus. Excuse me. Alright, well, let's get a good night's sleep. Can I cook anything? Let's get a good night's sleep, and in the morning we'll head into Whiterun. We now have a couple items we can sell. I would like to ask around about this Civil War nonsense. We ran into those Stormcloaks. Are we in Stormcloak territory? Okay, I have a lot of questions. Oh, that's a nice book. Let me see. My old pal, the Battle Mage, did teach me a thing or two about enchanting. Oh, we have a single grand soul gem. Okay, well, maybe I should be using this on something different, but this is what we're doing. Let's go ahead, take that mage's hood I found. Is there anything useful we can put on it? Not really. Not really anything useful for our character build. Okay, well, if that's the case, I'm not going to waste a grand soul gem on it. Do I have a greater? I do have a greater soul gem. Let's go ahead and just throw on Magicka. Just so I can make sure I'm able to do Muffle as well as Courage. Oh, no, greater soul gem. 20 points. Worth it. Okay, dear Keithus. You sleep on one of the child beds, okay? We don't have that kind of relationship. Wait, did I look at all of these? Yeah, okay. Yeah, sleep over there, buddy. I'm gonna sleep all the way over here. I will see you in the morning. Get up bright and early. There we go. I mean, not that early. We've been walking for days. My feet are killing me, so... Oh, boy, I'm starving. Mammoth steak. Nice. Well, good morning, Darkeethus. Let's go explore a little bit. Alright, nice. Well, looks like the garden is still intact. I've been away for a long time, but people knew my family. I mean, we have this beautiful homestead. My dad was an amazing adventurer. He didn't have me and my brother until his old age. Maybe we shouldn't go announcing to everybody that I've returned. So let's go ahead and slap on that mage hood. There we go. Kind of go a little incognito for the moment. Okay, follow me, Dirkesis. Let's get a little bit more information about this civil war going on, and maybe find out where my brother has disappeared to.
Do you hunt? The plains outside Whiterun are ripe with game. Oh, did you need something? Need something?
This war's as stupid as our feud with Clan Greymane. Need something? Unlike the rest of my family, I've got work to do.
Hey, Nico from Vault 21, welcome back to the Johnny Guitar channel. Today we are doing a little bit of a brutal survival gameplay with Brutal Jane. And she is currently trying to investigate where her brother disappeared to. And details about this civil war. She's only heard rumors of a civil war. She just barely returned to Skyrim after being away for 15 years. So she's doing a bit of a information mission at the moment.
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside. Plenty. I'd say we're prosperous enough. Most folk don't go hungry, if they're willing to work hard. The city's ruled by the Jarl up in Dragon's Reach. That's the fortress there, up on the tall hill. But you're probably more interested in your Vasker, Mead Hall of the Companions. Their deeds of war and valor are legendary. Aye, that I do. I've got to, if I hope to be as good as Yorland Greymane someday. In fact, I just finished my best piece of work. It's a sword. I made it for the Jarl, Balgroof the Greater. It's a surprise. I don't even know if he'll accept it, but... Listen, could you take the sword to my father, Proventus Avenici? He's the Jarl's steward. He'll know the right time to present it to him. Thanks. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Okay, dear Tethys, this is awesome. We now have an excuse to talk to the Jarl. By delivering this sword, we'll be able to get into the Jarl's court, even though we are essentially a stranger. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and sell most of these arrows, buddy. I don't use arrows. I should probably keep the backpack. Nah, we don't need a backpack.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Okay, let us sell all of our ill-gotten ill-gotten goods, and then we'll go speak to the Jarl.
Lady, could you spare a coin? I'm so hungry. Oh, thank you, Divines. Bless your kind heart.
Everything's for sale, my friend. Everything. If I had a sister, I'd sell her in a second. Interesting, to say the least. What with all that's been going on. On the one hand, supplies are harder to come by since fewer traders are traveling the roads these days. But on the other, the scarcity of supplies has led to some, well, elevated prices. All that matters is that I have what you need, and it's worth every septum. Isn't it obvious? Why, the wonderful weather and hospitable people, of course. Not to mention my great fondness for dragons and petty political power struggles. But without a doubt, the most compelling feature of this frozen wasteland is the volley of inane questions leveled at me on a regular basis. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Do come back.
Honored to see you again, my Thane.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward. From Adrian? Ah, this must be that weapon for the Jarl. Poor girl. So eager to prove herself. I'll present it to Balgruff when his mood is agreeable. Thank you. Please, take these few coins for services rendered. Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
It seems our enemies have no end of spies, saboteurs, and assassins to send against us. Balgruff and I share a battle bond. We met as youths and forged our friendship in the fires of war.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. What is it that you need? If it's the war you're referring to, I'm on the side of Whiterun. No doubt General Tullius and his friends in the Empire will tell you that I owe them my loyalty. And perhaps I do. Ulfric Stormcloak would say that I owe my allegiance to the Nord people as they fight for Skyrim's independence. Perhaps this is also true. The day might come when I am forced to draw my sword for one side or the other. But that day has not come yet. No doubt he thought it was the only way to make his point, and also because he knew he could. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
Okay, through that interaction, Jane actually learned
Honor to you,
quite a bit of information. She learned that Ulfric Stormcloak is the leader of the Stormcloaks and that he killed the High King. She learned that General Tullius is running the Imperial Legion. But she also learned that her brother joined the Stormcloaks. That her brother came in boasting, drinking in the tavern about having joined the Stormcloaks, and he pissed off to Windhelm. So Jane has a decision to make. She needs to go see Ulfric Stormcloak. She needs to find her brother, but I think she also needs to go to Solitude. She was in the Imperial Legion for like 10 years. She should be able to get more information from Solitude, so I think that's where we're going to be going first. You got that, Dirkethus? I've been talking to you the whole time, Dirkethus. Do try to keep up. Let's bug off to Solitude. I definitely am hesitant to join a side in this civil war. I just got back here to Skyrim. I think we need to first find out what truly happened. Balgruff says that Ulfric killed the High King. We need to know all of the answers. We need to meet all of the players. We need to get all of the information because I'm not getting sucked into another endless war. Dirkethus, where are you? Catch up, buddy. I'm not getting sucked into another endless war. I'm not going to fight for someone else's ideals again. No. Brutal Jane looks out for herself, her friends, and her family. But I do want information. So, we are off to Solitude. Where is the...
Need a ride? I can take you to any of the whole... Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Aye.
You ever met one of them cats? Khajiit, I think they call themselves. I hear there's...
They can't hurt Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
Sorry, you need to go home. Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
Lock the city gate.
You betrayed us!
You should tell her
Traitor!
your uncle is scum that betrayed his High King. Best she know now, Advar.
You're all hard.
Rogvir, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Torygg. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric
Liar.
challenged Torygg. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
Very well, Rogvir. Bow your head.
On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
Gate guard you were!
This is so odd and unsettling.
He died well.
Good riddance to bad rubbish, I say.
Okay, well, we learned a little bit. Apparently, Ulfric came in here, that dude opened the gate, but why were they having the execution in the middle of the night? Okay, you guys do things strange around here. Come on, dear Keithus, let us go to the local tavern and see what other information we can get.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend. Let's sate that appetite, hmm? Remember the Winking Skeever next time you're footsore.
True, I may look the part of dashing swordsman, but I prefer the art of wit to that of warfare.
Hello, I'm Gisli, but you can just call me Erica's sister. Everyone does. Yes, my older brother, and the person you probably want to be speaking to right now. But really, since Torygg's death, Falk Firebeard wields the true power of the Jarl's Court. My brother is nothing more than a pompous little fop.
We'll drive out the storm cloaks and
We'll speak again later, if we must.
With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home. Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing. We're the children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean.
If you need a good... Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Our hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you, the dragonborn comes.
Dear Keithus,
with a voice wielding power
move.
of the ancient Nord art.
Alright, dear Keithus. Well, as you know, dear Keithus, we are trying to figure out as much information about this civil war as we can. What we need, dear Keithus, is we need an excuse to get into the Blue Palace. We need a reason to enter the Blue Palace. Otherwise, we could go speak with General Tullius, because I was away from Skyrim for many years. But I was a part of the Imperial Legion. Perhaps I can speak with Tullius. Okay. I might also be considered a deserter to the Imperial Legion, so we gotta be careful. But first, let's try to find a way into the palace somehow.
I'm not interested, Jari. It doesn't matter.
If you ever want to replace those old rags, stop by Radiant Raiment. You're really going to the Blue Palace? That presents an opportunity. If you are willing to wear one of Radiant Raiment's outfits and speak to the Jarl, I would not only pay you, but let you keep the outfit. Good. Here's the outfit. Try to get Elisif's opinion on it, and if she likes it, mention it's from Radiant Raiment. Remember Radiant Raiment when you need a change of attire.
I thought adventurers were supposed to look tough.
Biren, huh. You know, you've got a certain fire in your eyes. Just no. That was an ugly affair. High King Torig's death has turned the whole town on its head. Between you and me, he wasn't even that good a king. All of those rambling speeches about the Empire this and the Empire that. Come back to bits and pieces anytime.
Coin or two for a veteran? It's not much.
Seems there's no end to the needs of the Imperials. But what can I help you with? Return anytime you... Wanderer like you must... It's almost all I have time for these days. The men training here in Solitude, and the troops out in the field, they all need weapons and armor.
Okay, dear Keithus, do try to keep up. We've got a way into the Blue Palace. As long as we're wearing this fine clothing, we should be able... Let me take off this cloak. Just take off the weapon. We probably shouldn't be brandishing a weapon inside the palace, especially after it sounds like the High King was killed by Ulfric's Stormcloak.
If you're heading to the Blue Palace, you might want to rethink
that'll start a civil war for sure. I want to go speak with the High King's widow. For a couple reasons here. For one, I don't support Ulfric. At least I don't think I do, but I have seen... I have my own gripes against the Empire. Plus I need to find my brother. And he's joined the Stormcloaks. And I guess I want to find out if my younger brother, who I haven't seen in 15 years, if he's a good guy or a bad guy. Or if even that's a way to answer it. Why did my younger brother join the Stormcloaks? I don't know.
You help me. You help people, right? That's what you do. My master has abandoned me. Abandoned his people. And nothing I say can change his mind. Now he refuses to even see me. He says I interrupt his vacation. It's been so many years. Won't you please help? Last I saw him, he was visiting a friend in the Blue Palace. But no one as mundane as the Jarl. No. Such people are below him. No, he went into the forbidden wing of the palace to speak with an old friend. Said it had been ages since they had last had tea. Oh, and you'll need the hip bone. It's very important. No entering Pelagius's wing without that. Oh, you just don't understand. Without him, I am not free. Without him, I am doomed. All of his empire shall fall into chaos.
Uh-huh.
I swear to you, unnatural magics are coming from that cave. There are strange noises and lights. We need someone to investigate.
Then we will immediately send out a legion to scour the cave and secure the town. Hafingar's people...
Watch your... Got lots of things to take care of. What do you need? Not in your life. It's dangerous in there, and Falk doesn't even like me and Erdy going in every year to clean out the spiders. If you really want to, just be careful of the ghost. He snuck up on me once and scared me sick. It took a week for me to feel better. If Erdy caught me chatting, I'd never hear the end of it.
Have someone take care of the cave as well, Marcus. Rest easy. You're dismissed.
Yeah, I know this is strange, dear Keithis, but figured we might as well do a little exploring while we're here. I don't know. Anyways, she said that she comes in here once a year to clean the cobwebs. So I'm thinking it's been a while since anyone visited. Alright, let's just quickly check this place out, and then we'll go speak with the High King's widow.
Pelly, my dear. Oh, I couldn't. Goes right through me. Besides, I have so many things to do. So many undesirables to contend with. Naysayers, buffoons, detractors. Why, my headsman hasn't slept in 3 days.
You are far too hard on yourself, my dear, sweet, homicidally insane Pelagius. What would the people do without you? Dance? Sing? Smile? Grow old? You are the best septum that's ever ruled. Well, except for that Martin fella. But he turned into a dragon god, and that's hardly sporting. You know, I was there for that whole sordid affair. Marvelous time. Butterflies, blood, a fox, a severed head, and the cheese to die for.
Yes, as you've said countless times before.
Harumph! Well then, if you're going to be like that, perhaps it's best I take my leave. A good day to you, sir. I said good day!
Yes, go. Leave me to my ceaseless responsibilities and burdens.
Rude! Can't be bothered to host an old friend for a decade or two. Really? Oh, what kind of message? A song? A summons! Wait, I know! A death threat written on the back of an Argonian concubine. Those are my favorites. Well, spit it out, mortal. I haven't got an eternity. Actually, I do. Little joke. But seriously, what's the message? Were you now? By whom? Wait! Don't tell me. I want to guess. Was it Molag? No. Little Tim, the Toymaker's son, Huh? The ghost of King Lysandas? Or was it one? Yes! Stanley, the talking grapefruit from Passwall! Ha ha! I'm wrong on all accounts, aren't I? Ha! No matter! Honestly, I don't want to know. Why ruin the surprise? But more to the point, do you, tiny, puny, expendable little mortal, actually think you can convince me to leave? Because that's crazy! You do realize who you're dealing with here. Wrong! Actually, you do, sort of. I am a part of you, little mortal. I'm a shadow in your subconscious, a blemish on your fragile little psyche. You know me, you just don't know it. Sheogorath, Daedric Prince of Madness, at your service. Now that's the real question, isn't it? Because honestly, how much time off could a demented Daedra really need? So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave. That's right, I'm done. Holiday complete. Time to return to the humdrum day-to-day. On one condition. You have to find the way out first. Well, good luck with that. Is it? Care to take a look around? This is not, I dare say, the Solitude Botanical Gardens. Have you any idea where you are? Where you truly are? Welcome to the deceptively verdant mind of the Emperor Pelagius III. That's right! You're in the head of a dead, homicidally insane monarch! Now, I know what you're thinking. Can I still rely on my swords and spells and sneaking and all that nonsense? Sure. Or you could use the Wabachak! Huh? Didn't see that coming, did you? Now this is a sad path. Pelagius hated and feared many things. Assassins, wild dogs, the undead, pumpernickel. But the deepest, keenest hatred was for himself.
What was that?
The attacks he makes on himself can be seen here fully. They're always carried out in the weakest part of his fragile. The self-loathing enhances Pelagius' anger. But his confidence will shrink with every hit. You must bring the two into balance.
You can't hide from me!
Wonderfully done! Pelagius is finally ready to love himself and continue to minutes. You've headed down the path of dreams. Unfortunately, you, Pelagius, suffered night terrors from a young age. All you need to do is find something to wake our poor Pelagius up. You'll find his terrors easy to repel, but persistent.
Bad time to get lost, friend.
Shit. Think we made a mistake. I think Jane made a terrible, terrible mistake. Does it count if you die when you're inside the head of Pelagius? I say no. Actually, everybody, I say that it does not count if you die when you're inside the head of a mad god. I feel like it would just expel you out into the world, back into Skyrim, into solitude. Okay, let's try not to die. Otherwise, we will end the live stream. Thank you, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and do an outro because I don't think there's any way I'm not going to die. Thank you guys so much for watching the Johnny Guitar channel. And thank you for watching this story on Brutal Jane and her returning to Skyrim. And I'm actually going to continue this story, whether I die or not. I'm going to continue this story because I like the implications of this character. An old soldier returning home, finding her brother missing, possibly having joined the Stormcloaks. And I really want to get this character embroiled in the politics of the Civil War here in Skyrim. I think that's would be an interesting thing to explore. But yes, LOL, Patricia. LOL indeed. What? Oh shit. Oh god. Okay, let's just do this, and we're definitely gonna die. Do I have... I mean... Dang it. And I think in survival mode, health does not regenerate. Okay, thank you guys for watching the Johnny Guitar channel. Stay tuned for more Skyrim and Fallout content. Like and subscribe.
That's something to crow about. With Pelagius up and about, you're moving right along. We'll both be home in no time.
Oh my gosh, you guys, my heart is beating very quickly. Very quickly. Any one of those enemies could have one-shotted me, especially once we got past the bandit. The Hagraven, the Flame Atronach, the Dragon Priest. Whew, okay. Well, we somehow survived that. Maybe Brutal Jane does have a destiny ahead of her.
Oh, good choice! Well, good for me. I find everyone being out to get you so terribly entertaining. You might find it less so. You see, Pelagius' mother was, well, let us say, unique. Although I suppose, in the grand scheme of things, she was fairly average for a septim. That woman wielded fear like a cleaver. Or did she wield a cleaver and make people afraid? I never get that part right. Oh, but she taught her son well. Pelagius learned at a very early age that danger could come from anywhere, at any time, delivered by anyone. Oh, I thought you'd never figure it out. With the threat gone, Pelagius is under the illusion that he's safe, which means you've helped him out, sort of. And we're that much closer to home. Do you mind? I'm busy doing the fish stick. It's a very delicate state of mind. Fixed is such a subjective term. I think treated is far more appropriate, don't you? Like one does to a rash, or an arrow in the face. Ah, but no matter. Heartless mortal that you are, you've actually succeeded and survived. I am first to honor my end of the bargain. So, congratulations. You're free to go. I have been known to change my mind. So, go. Really. Pelagius Septim III, once the mad Emperor of Tamriel, now so boringly sane. I always knew he had it in him. Well, I suppose it's back to the Shivering Isles. The trouble Haskell can get into while I'm gone simply boggles the mind. Let's make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Clothes? Check. Beard? Check. Luggage? Luggage? Now, where did I leave my luggage?
Master, you've taken me back. Does this mean we're going home? Oh, happy times. I can't wait to...
Yes, that's quite enough celebration. Let's send you ahead, shall we? As for you, my little mortal minion, feel free to keep the Wabbajack as a symbol of my... just take the damn thing. You take care of yourself now. And if you ever find yourself up in New Sheo, do look me up. We can share a strawberry tart. Ha ha! Ta-ta!
Okay, well, unfortunately, we are going to have to start working on our restoration, which is very low. It's only at level 15. But, I mean, we are playing on expert difficulty, which for me is way too high. This is too much for me. I'm too stressed out, everybody. I'm too stressed out. And we're blasting through what few healing potions we have. Oh, Patricia Lavery mentions that Sheogorath is the most powerful Daedra of all. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, I guess I've never thought about which one is most powerful. I mean, one would guess Molag Bal because he had the whole Oblivion Gate thing, but he kind of used a loophole. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. Whether we want to or not, we are going to have to start figuring out restoration, which is fine. We will sink a couple points into it. So regarding what build we have, let's actually take a look at that. We're actually doing a, I would say, a dual-wielding tank. Probably the best way to describe it, honestly. Go. We've got some really nice tanky armor. It's a lot of resistances. We're using 2 Imperial Gladys swords, which strike very quickly and inflict bleeding. And as far as perks go, oh, I have 1. Okay, cool. Maybe we should put that in restoration. I'm not really doing much magic. And the reason I decided to have this particular character built the way she is because I always do sneak archery. It's so hard to not do sneak archery, you guys. It is difficult. So as you can see with one-handed, we've got dual fury. I really want to get up to dual savagery. It'll take a while though. Yeah, so we've got a lot of points in one-handed. We've got a few points in heavy armor. Oh, can I sink one more? I can. We should do it. I'm gonna do it, everybody. I'm doing it. I'm sinking a point in heavy armor. I always do sneak archer. It's addicting. But not today, everybody. Brutal Jane is not a sneak archer. In fact, I'm so addicted to sneak archers that I set up my best friend Dear Keithis here to be the perfect sneak archer. So, and all of his gear is enchanted, so he is the master of sneak archery. And I am just a tank of a girl. Okay, so we still need to go and... We still need to go and speak with High King Torig's widow. And we still need to learn more about the Civil War, because before we join one side or the other, we need to know exactly what's going on. And Jane has been out of Skyrim for 15 years. We need to catch up on local history.
If you have business, please see Falk Firebeard. With the passing of my dear husband Torig, the weighty position of Jarl has fallen to me. Please direct questions to my steward. Because that's what traitorous cowards do when they desire power. Ulfric coveted the High King's throne. He thought he deserved it more than Torig. And so he came before my husband and he shouted. With that terrible voice. Like something out of a legend. Or a nightmare. When Ulfric unleashed such fury, my husband, he simply ceased to be. That is all I will say, for it grieves me to speak of it. A question I am all too familiar with. One my very thanes ask often. They worry that Tullius is so focused on the war that he risks forgetting what's best for our people. The real irony is that, while General Tullius is certainly no Nord, the people of Skyrim would be lost without him. Trust is always difficult, especially for my people. Yet we must trust in Tullius's leadership. For what other choice do we have? It's quite fetching, actually. The craftsmanship is excellent. Oh, really? Well, you can tell them that I will be putting in a request for a few dresses quite soon. Be well. Pray for Solitude and my husband.
Let's get out of here, Dear Keithis. We've gotten all we can. Alright. Well, having spent 10 years marching through Morrowind with the Imperial Legion, and I think essentially I am a deserter in many ways, you could say. I don't know if I agree with the Empire either. Everybody is painting Ulfric Stormcloak out to be a real villain.
Hey, wanna play tag?
But that guy that was beheaded or executed earlier, he screamed out that Ulfric challenged the High King in the old Nordic tradition way. So that may very well be true. Okay, Dear Keithis, let's keep our wits about us. We want to meet General Tullius, we want to get as much information as we can, but we don't necessarily want to join the Imperials. I've done that before, and I don't know. But I also don't know about Ulfric. So let us at least pop in here and see what information we can get. Tullius, huh? I think while I was abroad in Morrowind, I heard about a Tullius. Let's see.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
Call it whatever you like, General. The man's going to try to take Whiterun.
Jarl Balgruuf.
Balgruuf refuses the Legion's right to garrison troops in his city. On the other hand, he also refuses to acknowledge Ulfric's claim.
Well, if he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire, fine. Let Ulfric pillage his city.
General.
You people and your damn Jarls.
Sir, you can't force a Nord to accept help he hasn't asked for.
If Ulfric's making a move for Whiterun, then we need to be there to stop him. Draft another letter with the usual platitudes, but this time share some of your intelligence regarding Ulfric's plans. Embellish if you have to.
This better be good.
We'll let it seem like it's his idea.
What now?
Yes, sir.
You Nords and your bloody sense of honor. Are my men now giving free rein to anyone who wanders into the castle? Do you have some reason to be here, citizen? Have we? Oh, of course. You were at Helgen. One of the prisoners, if I recall correctly. Hadvar's alive. I hope that's true. He's a damn good soldier. But he hasn't reported in yet, so he can't exactly confirm your story. In the meantime, why don't you have a chat with Legate Ricka? I suspect we might have use for someone resourceful like you. Not many survived Helgen. Besides, I'm sure your being imprisoned was all a terrible misunderstanding.
Sir.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
You survived Helgen? General Tullius told me what happened. Not many made it out alive. I've got a good feeling about you, and I don't often get good feelings about anything. A warrior knows to trust her gut. I'm not going to go through the normal process with you. I've got a little test lined up. Pass that, and we'll talk about you joining the Legion. The kind that evaluates your usefulness during duress. I'm sending you to clear out Fort Hrogstad. If you survive, you'll pass. If you die, then I'll have no further use for your corpse. The ancients built many of the fortresses that dot the landscape of Skyrim. Sadly, most have fallen into disrepair, and nearly all have been overrun with bandits or other vagabonds. Fort Hrogstad is one of the few that remains mostly intact. We're going to install a garrison there, but first, you're going to clean out the bandits that have moved in. Yes, this is a test. I don't think you're regular militia material. I want to see what you're capable of. Good, that's what I want to hear. Now go make it happen, soldier.
Damn Stormcloak rebels. Keep an eye out for trouble. It's only a matter of time. You mean Ulfric's so-called Stormcloak Rebellion? The Nord Kings. Oh, excuse me. Jarls. They can't seem to control their own people, so the Legion has stepped in to keep order. Sadly, the Empire's stretched a little thin these days, and we've gotten very few reinforcements, so we've been forced to recruit locally. But rest assured, citizen, we'll put an end to this uprising, and things will get back to normal soon enough. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well these guys are not giving us much information. Derkeithus, follow me. Yeah, we're not getting much information from those guys. At least nothing we didn't already know. Ulfric, considered a traitor. Interesting. Interesting, though, that they want us to clear out an entire fort. We're not doing that, Derkeithus. That is ridiculous.
As High Priest of the Eight Divines, I bid you welcome.
We're not doing that. Hey, lady. Thanks for the outfit.
If you ever want to replace those old rags... That's wonderful. You've done us a great service. As promised, the outfit is yours. And here's something for your trouble.
You know what I'm thinking, dear Keithis? I'm thinking that...
You know you can afford a septim or two.
Follow me. Let's speak outside the city gates. I feel like the Empire is very much in control of this city, and... I think it's way too difficult for us to take an entire fort
Return of the Dragonborn?
So that's
and who among us
problem.
could possibly hold that honor and such power?
Come on, dear Keithis. We're definitely going to go visit Ulfric, but not quite yet. I think we're still getting valuable information. So far, though, it seems like we've only spoken to people that are allied with the Empire. We've only spoken with people who consider Ulfric a complete traitor. Maybe we should go somewhere where Ulfric is not quite so villainized. I don't feel like going to Windhelm yet. I want to know why my brother joined the Stormcloaks. I want to know where the draw is, where the... Why would you do it? Why would you... I mean, I guess I get it on some level. We are Nords and we are proud, and it's no fun having the Empire occupy our land. There's something else going on, though. I think we're going to head somewhere a little different. Come on, dear Keithis, do try to keep up.
Where do you want to go?
I'd like to go to Markarth, please.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Okay, dear Keithis, I know what you're thinking.
You want to watch out for
Markarth?
the Forsworn
Why
if you do any
Markarth?
traveling around the Reach. Bloodthirsty bastards, them.
We do need to be careful about the Forsworn, but I think we're going to stick within the gates. What I'm thinking... Oh my god, I'm starving. What I'm thinking is that they keep calling the Civil War, the Stormcloaks, the Stormcloak Rebellion. That's a little interesting. Did that rebellion not start here in Markarth? Was Markarth not involved in some way with Ulfric's Stormcloak? See if there's any evidence we could gather. Now, I'm not quite sure who controls Markarth at the moment. Likely the Empire? Am I still hungry? Just a little bit.
Gods. A woman attacked right on the streets. Are you alright? Did you see what happened?
What the hell are you talking about, kid? I didn't see anything. I just arrived.
You don't have to say sorry to me. I just hope the Eight bring us more peace in the future. Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note.
Okay,
Looks
kid.
important.
Stop. I don't know you. Stop drawing attention to me. The guards are coming, okay? I'm trying to be low-key about everything.
My note? No, that's yours. Must have fallen out of your pocket.
Alright, beggar, I don't have a coin to give you, filthy beggars. Am I right? Am I right, fellas? Filthy beggars. Yeah. That's a lot of guards. Alright, let's see what information we can get from the tavern. The Silver Blood Inn.
Come on. The Silver Blood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
What can I do for you?
Linnea.
Need something?
No. No, not really. Wait, what was that? Okay, I guess there's a tower around here that I should check out. I'm not checking out anything that doesn't have our purpose. Where is the frickin' barkeep?
What can I do for you?
You can serve me a drink. Barkeep. There you are.
This is the Silver Blood Inn. Sure thing. It's yours for a... I'll show you to your room.
I
right
got
this
it.
way.
I'll figure it out. I will figure it out,
ale is
sir.
cheaper than blood in
I do not
Markarth.
need your help. We're just gonna take a little nap.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Okay, dear Keithus, we also need to keep an eye out for various books. Journals and books, because I find that oftentimes that... Hey, sir?
Take a look.
I need food. Awesome, give me the salt pile, okay.
Remember,
Let's
ale is
start
cheaper than
asking
blood in
people
Markarth.
about their opinions on the Civil War. There's got to be more information we can find out about Ulfric Stormcloak from Markarth, right? A book or an individual? Let's figure it out.
A man like me makes a lot of
Don't
money.
mind the yelling.
People
My
always
parents
trying
are
to
always
cheat me.
going at each other.
Yes?
I'm what you'd call a soldier of fortune. Make me an offer,
What
and
can
I
an
just
old
might fight
skull
at your
do
side.
for you, huh?
Watch your back, friend. Better yet,
That's about
pay
the
me
truth
to
of
do
it.
for you.
Write tales about the sights I've seen, the battles I've fought. Earned quite a name for myself when I was younger. The Bard's College still teaches some of my work to their students. Good fighting to you.
My father, Klepper, is the one you want to talk to. I just clean up.
Unlike my husband, Klepper.
You a
I
fighting
watch
gal?
after our
How about a
guests.
little bet?
What was that you said, venomous wife of mine?
I'm drunk,
Nothing, you
and it's been a
pig-headed
while
old-
since I had a good fight. 100 septum says I can take you, bare-handed. That's the spirit. Let's go.
Drive that snow back to the ground.
Never should have come.
Please, someone do something.
God, no! Stand still.
Keep those hands up. Keep those hands up.
Stand still.
Fight! Fight! Stand there and take it.
Give up while you still can.
Just stand there and take it. Fight back.
Stand still. Was it something I said?
Who taught you to fight? Keep those hands up.
Everybody pushes me around. Well, no more.
Keep those hands up.
Please, someone do
Somebody
something.
help!
Do your worst. That's all you've got.
You just want to stand there and take it? Fight back!
Wait, I can still fight. No, I can't.
Stand there and
Fair
take it.
fight.
Fight
Here you are.
back.
What can I do for you?
Well, what am I supposed to do? Never leave the house? You want that ending?
You're closing this
How about
door.
a septum? Wait,
Make that 2 septums. Finally. Now get lost.
Why are you and Papa fighting?
Bring more gold next time.
We're just... Why don't I get you something to eat? Mama and Papa will talk later.
The bloodiest beef in the Reach.
What can I do for you?
Can't talk. I spill just a bit of metal and Mullish takes it out of my hide. He's a damn tyrant, always being goaded by the Silverbloods to get more work out of us. They pay us next to nothing. We get beaten if we make a mistake. And where are our kind Nord rulers? What are they doing? You're gonna try to talk sense into that orc? I'll believe it when I see it. Good day.
You're not one of my workers. What are you doing here? You hard of hearing. I run this smelter, and I'm late meeting our silver quota. What do you want? What? Are you telling me how to treat my workers? Do you have any idea how much metal the Silverblood family wants us to smelt? All right. You sound like a damn Legion officer, but I get it. I'll give them a break. This better not hurt our quota. All right, then.
Can't you see I'm working? I don't believe it. Someone's sticking up for us? Here, it's a week's wages for me, but you've earned every coin. Until next time.
I'm sorry. We're only interested in helping our patrons. You want Thonar Silverblood. He handles all the family business. If you're here to talk politics, though, you'd want his brother, Thongvor. He spends most of his time in Understone Keep. It's an old family, very well respected throughout the Reach. The Silverbloods run nearly all the lands in this hold, as well as the local inn. And of course they own Sidna Mine, the finest prison and source of silver in Skyrim. For one, the landowners of the Reach, it goes without saying that they rely heavily on us for our silver and support.
You just let old Nana know if you...
I'm married to Thonar Silverblood. Keep that in mind while you're... My husband Thonar handles all our family's business. He's an important man. My dear vagrant, we're the only family worth knowing in Markarth. We own everything in this city, even the jail. And guess who owns the Silverblood Inn? Not that we named it that. The people just insisted.
Okay, so it seems like the Silverbloods run the city. Interesting. Let's go talk with the Jarl. Let's see how close we can get to the Jarl. Maybe... Jarkithis, are you listening, buddy? Try to keep up, please. Let's go see if we can get any more information. Nobody is talking about Ulfric Stormcloak. Let's keep asking about, maybe we'll get some more information. I know that there was something I heard about him doing here in Markarth. Whether he is a hero of Markarth or a villain of Markarth, we are yet to find out. Let's go see. I tell you, Jarkithis, I got worried there when I was hanging around in Pelagius's mind with Sheogorath. I thought I was gonna die. Somehow, though, we pulled through. Oh my gosh, I haven't even thought about it. Sheogorath gave me the Wabbajack. This is good because sometimes, remember earlier we saw a dragon off in the distance? If we do need to fight a dragon, I do not have a bow. I am not good with a bow. So it's possible that the Wabbajack will be the answer to that. Let us talk and see if we can learn any more about the Civil War from these guys.
The Silverblood family will be heard. You there, you another Imperial puppet? Answer me. Finally, someone with decent sense. The Empire is destroying everything Skyrim stands for. Honor, pride, mighty Talos. Jarl Igmund can't ignore us for much longer. Not if the Silverblood family has a say. That's a true Nord hero. A legend. So great that the divines themselves lifted his soul into the heavens and made him a god. He founded the Empire, and now they've turned their back on him to appease the elves. Elves. Do the elves rule Skyrim, or do the Nords?
This is interesting because this is actually the first time that Jane has heard about elves. She must be aware, even though she was deep in Morrowind with the Imperial Legion, she must be aware of the White Gold Concordat. But she must not realize that the elves have moved into her homeland of Skyrim. Okay. So the Empire has sided with the elves, or what Jane would consider, the Aldmeri Dominion? Give me some more details about this elf thing you're talking about, Thungvor.
They started the Great War, nearly destroyed the Imperial City. Then the Emperor took the coward's way out and surrendered. Now the elves dictate everything we do, and they don't want us acknowledging a mere human like Talos as the god he is. We own Sidna Mine, best prison in Skyrim, and source of half the wealth in this city. We keep the Reach safe. We flood Markarth with wealth. But does the Jarl listen to us when we want to say? No. He's busy forgetting that Ulfric Stormcloak saved this city from the Forsworn. Ulfric's a hero, not a damn criminal.
Ah, this is exactly what Jane was looking for. So far, everybody has villainized Ulfric Stormcloak. Now, we have not been to Windhelm. I'm sure they like him in Windhelm. But Jane wanted to get a different type of opinion of him. So here we are. Ulfric saved Markarth? How?
He used the Thum. Shouted those Forsworn from the walls. Then he led a band of Nord warriors in to take the city. Just like Talos himself at the Battle of Old Hroldan, reclaiming the Reach from those heathen natives. Stay out of trouble in my city.
You! Who are you to approach the Jarl of Markarth? Very well. You may approach the mournful throne. But watch your words. Keep your eyes open for Forsworn when you're on the roads.
I'm Igmund's uncle, as well as his steward.
You speak to Igmund, son of Orolfdir, Jarl of Markarth. It all started here, this rebellion. When the Empire lost the Reach during the Great War, we became desperate. We promised a group of Nord militia free worship in exchange for their help retaking the hold. Then the elves found out about it. We were forced to arrest all of them, Ulfric Stormcloak, their leader, used the whole thing as proof that the Empire had abandoned Skyrim. The rebels called it the Markarth Incident. It was the founding day for the Stormcloaks, and where this war really started. When the Aldmeri Dominion invaded the Imperial City, the Legion all but turned a blind eye to the other provinces. Many of the disgruntled natives of the Reach used the opportunity to depose the Empire and founded what they called an independent kingdom. It was little more than a chaotic uprising, but the Reach was removed from Imperial authority for 2 years before we reclaimed it. But the leaders of the uprising refused our offers of peace. They fled into the hills and became the Forsworn. The White Gold Concordat, our treaty with the elves after the Great War, forbids free worship of Talos. But that's what we promised Ulfric and his men. It seems foolish looking back, but at the time we were hoping the elves wouldn't find out. So when they did find out, it was either we arrest Ulfric and the militia, or enter into yet another war with the Aldmeri Dominion. The choice was clear, and now Ulfric threatens the thinly veiled peace we sacrificed so much for. If you'll excuse me, I have a city to run.
Okay, we have learned a lot, dear Kesis. A lot. Apparently, during the Great War, the Empire lost the city of Markarth. It was taken over by the Forsworn. Ulfric Stormcloak promised to save the city as long as they could worship Talos.
The Thalmor know how to deal with Talos worshippers.
Okay. Just don't look at my face, please. Now, Brutal Jane here, she grew up worshipping Talos. Her mother was an Imperial, but her father was a Nord hero. So she grew up worshipping Talos, but it was always in secret. And she never understood why, but as she got older, learned about the Great War and the White Gold Concordat, she now knows why her and her family had to worship Talos in secret. So it seems like Ulfric Stormcloak and his band of warriors, that they were actually able to free Markarth. But when the elves found out that they were able to, or allowed to worship Talos, they kicked Ulfric out, perhaps? It is refreshing to hear about Ulfric Stormcloak being a hero, someone who is looked up to. That is interesting. Okay. Well, I don't want to hang about for too long. There's not really much else we need to do in Markarth. I just wanted information. Because I'm planning on confronting Ulfric Stormcloak. I'm planning on confronting him. I don't know where my brother is. He was not back at Tundra Homestead. Jarl Bolgruf told me that he had joined the Stormcloak Rebellion. I need to contact him, and if he is dead somewhere... Oh my god, those soldiers at that tower. All of those Stormcloak soldiers that died. What if one of them was my brother? Okay, if my brother died, Ulfric Stormcloak is getting a sword in his belly. He may be a hero, and on some levels I may very much agree with Ulfric Stormcloak. That doesn't mean I'm going to join him or play nice with him. Because Jane gets it. Yes, Jane was an Imperial soldier. Jane has no love for the Thalmor. But she does get a couple basic things that the Empire cannot afford a war with the Aldmeri Dominion. The civil war here in Skyrim is weakening the Empire, and thus giving the Thalmor and the Aldmeri Dominion more power. Ulfric is seemingly playing right into the Thalmor's plans. Divide and conquer. Isn't that what we learned, Derkeithus? Divide
Traveling
and conquer.
city of Markarth sure is a beauty. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off.
It's time we head to Windhelm and confront
I can't wait here forever.
the Jarl, Stormcloak. I don't know. I don't know which side I believe in, Derkeithus. I don't know which side of this conflict. I don't know which side of this conflict is the right one. Perhaps we should go into the city and maybe sleep in the tavern. Clear our heads before we confront Ulfric Stormcloak. I don't want to just march in there yelling at him. What was that? Oh, shit. Derkeithus, you might want to pull out your bow. Crap. Okay, I heard rumors that the dragons had returned to Skyrim, but I did not think I was going to be running into one of these. Okay, Derkeithus, let's try to get into the city. Let's try to get into the city. Nope, nope, nope. We don't need to fight the dragon, everybody. The dragon is just flying overhead. It's not... is it illegal now? Is it illegal to fly over a city? It's not. Let's go. Save your arrows, Derkeithus. This is none of our business. Okay, first things first. You know, I haven't been here to Markarth in many years. Let's pop into the tavern. Okay, ma'am, I'm exhausted.
Got some fresh... Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Yep,
I'll
for
show
some
you to your
reason
room.
I am
Right this
completely
way.
unable
Let me know
to
if there's
nap
anything else you need.
while taking a carriage. Maybe it's the jostling, maybe it's the dust, maybe it's the smell of the horse poop. For some reason I'm unable to nap while on a carriage, and I'm unable to eat. I can't just like munch on a loaf of bread while I'm on a carriage. No, 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 no. I become very tired and very hungry while riding on a carriage, and that's just the way it is. We're gonna go ahead and sleep, really sleep this off. You know what, that looks good. Derkeithus, we've been through a lot, and I've barely spent any time at home. But I think we've learned a lot. We've learned a lot about the Civil War and about the two sides. We've learned about the Empire's perspective of shooting down a rebellion, if only to appease the Thalmor. And I do see the wisdom in that decision. The Empire cannot afford another war with the Aldmeri Dominion. So in order to appease the Thalmor,
Name's Nils. I'm the cook.
they're trying to shut down Ulfric Stormcloak. But I also get the Nordish side. I grew up a Nord. We worship Talos. We have our own traditions. We cannot be living under the boot of the Empire or the Thalmor, especially the Thalmor. So I'm torn. But maybe confronting Ulfric Stormcloak will give us a new perspective on the matter here at the Palace of Kings. But everybody, I think we're going to do that in our next episode. Yes, that's right, everybody. We survived a full episode of You Only Live Once with Brutal Jane and Derkeithus. And that, there were 2 moments where I thought I was dead for sure. One of them came within the first 10 minutes of this episode, this live stream. First 10 minutes. I got hit by a bandit, almost died. And then, of course, the second time where we were very close to death, we were 1 hit away from death, was within Pelagius's mind, the mind of madness with Sheogorath. But we did it, everybody. We survived. We've learned a lot about the Civil War. And in the next episode, we are going to confront Ulfric Stormcloak. We're going to learn about his side, his take on the Civil War. And we may decide to join the Stormcloaks. We may decide to join the Imperials. Brutal Jane has not made a decision yet. Thank you everybody for joining me in this first episode. Thank you, Patricia and Nico from Vault 21 and anyone else who popped by to say hello. I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate you joining me on these fun adventures. Check out the Johnny Guitar channel. I've got a lot of Skyrim episodes and playthroughs and interesting things I've done with the game Skyrim. I also play a lot of Fallout and Fallout 4. So definitely check that out. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching the Johnny Guitar channel. And we will see you next time we play Skyrim Brutal Survival.